Capricorn friends, welcome. It's Tara, my love. This morning we're going to do your heart spread for May 2021. Thank you for tuning in, as it were. This reads for whoever's on your mind, whoever's in your heart, whoever you're thinking of. You don't have to be with them. It'll pick them up, just whoever you're thinking about. Pre-shuffled here, so we're asking in the name of light and love, so it serves the greatest good. Spirit, can you advise us regarding this relationship with our Capricorn friends and whoever it is they're thinking of here? We're going to look at you and them, and then we're going to get some advice from Spirit for the relationship as a whole. Capricorn, this is you showing up where you are in and around relationships in your life, where your heart is at, where your mind is at, and wow, the world. So this is a Capricorn, and it must have some maturity. You've reached some, this is a relationship reading, and here we're trying to get like a baseline for where you're at. Excuse my voice, I got terrible cold or allergies, I don't know. But you've leveled up. Maybe you've learned a lot about relationships. This could even speak to someone that's recently like graduated or stepped into a new career. Very good energy to come into. I mean, I don't know, with the world, I don't know if you could have a better energy to come into a relationship with. So it's like if anyone's ready, you're ready. But look at this, guys. Now your person here shows up as the Wheel of Fortune. It's hard to know what to make of the Wheel of Fortune for them. It could be anything. Wow. Kind of a Sag card. So think about that. In terms of relationships, you know, with the Wheel of Fortune, I mean, World's Major kind of too, but it sort of speaks to me about where you're at. Like they could feel like they're in the throes of the destiny. They're kind of lost in being buffeted around. They might have had some difficult times. They always say the Wheel of Fortune turns in your favor. They may have recently caught a break, something out of left field. In terms of I've never had this card in this position of them coming into a relationship. So I'm just going to clarify it. Justice. Okay. All right. So they may have recently won a divorce settlement or something like this, or lost a divorce settlement. But with justice on the Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, so they're coming into the relationship and they're dealing with something from the past. Maybe the energy here that's trying to show through is maybe they're hopeful that this situation is going to turn in their favor. They're waiting to be released, to be finalized. Probably a divorce. A settlement could be, you know, property involved, children involved, God forbid. But yeah, that's how it works. And with you being the world, this is a little bit of the moth to the flame. This is you're like the safe harbor. Right off the bat, I mean, you might be the person you already going through this. Maybe that's part of your leveling up. You might be able to advise them, so yeah, I've been down that road, and here's what I did. Now, in the relationship, you're showing as a King of Wands. Very good. Male, female, doesn't matter here. But, boy, the World and the King of Wands, I mean, highly desirable, first of all. Wow. In this relationship, you feel really good. You feel like you're in control. You feel like you can do what you want to do. It really suits the world. I mean, for someone that has the world and you've leveled up, this shows me you've really leveled up. I'm not just saying this because it's your reading. You know? I just read the cards. And this is someone that, it's no bullshitting around. They didn't pretend to level up. They actually leveled up. Excuse me, I gotta blow my nose. I don't know how to mute the mic. And the salamander of protection. You're feeling good. I mean, yeah, if there's anybody that's untouchable, it's the world and the King of Wands. So whatever this person is doing for you, at least when they come into the relationship, boy, you're really feeling it. And it's making you feel really good about yourself. And, this is like sexy, and you can really express yourself. And I think with the salamander here, too, it's so emphasized in this deck. This is the ethereal tarot deck here, ethereal visions. You kind of feel like really invulnerable somehow. Like you're definitely not afraid. Let's see how this person feels once they're in the relationship. The Chariot. Yeah, they're kind of like, okay, just an example. I don't know if this is true. They moved in with you. Yeah. And again, like a Chariot, like the safe harbor. But boy, look at their person's going through some shit, guys. They got the Justice, Major Kana, Wheel of Fortune, Major Kana, Chariot, Major Kana. And it's sort of like, it's hard because the personal cards speak to our personal lives and the personal planets, Venus, Mars, Mercury, Moon, Sun, the orbs. But there's nothing here. It's like they're really in a profound time in their life. I'm a spiritual person. I don't think any accident's a relationship. We're all soulmates. It's all how we learn. It's how the universe or source choreographs everything. There's always a reason and a purpose. And you guys, it looks to me from this here, wow, are you aligning at the right time? You could be the activator in a twin flame, and they could be the sleeper. But what I get from this is like, boy, were they ready to wake up. It's not one of them deals where you got to bang on them for 2 years until they finally get it. It's like you came along, and they saw you with the world, and you're a sexy fucking devil, and you just kind of inspired them with this Chariot to kind of go for it. This is riding your destiny, a feeling. They must have a feeling. Again, maybe this is turning in their favor. Like when they met you, because this is them in the relationship. You, once you're in the relationship, you responding to them responding to you. Okay, so you feel wonderful, and they feel like they're on to something. Like they may not be a sleeper, because with the Chariot, maybe you're both awake. Nobody says every twin flame, everyone has to be asleep that I know of. It's great energy here, Capricorn. I like this so far. Kind of reminds me of yesterday's Sagittarius heart spread. I just wanted to stop because this right here is beautiful energy here going around in the Knight of Pentacles. So, guys, this is your advice from Spirit for you in the relationship, and we compare it to their advice in the relationship, and that's the Three of Wands. Yours is clear to me. What this is saying is the universe is saying be steady, be patient, be consistent. It's kind of like slow it down a little bit. It's like saying just kind of take it down a notch, really. And the Three of Wands, this Three of Wands in this deck, the ethereal visions, it really is a look in here. It's like their advice. And they've got the Chariot and the Three of Wands. Both kind of, well, finally we got a personal card here, and it's actions, wands. And 3 is a dynamic, it's a change from 2. I'm going to interpret this one here, because this is their advice in this relationship from Source. And I think what this is saying is they really need to take action now towards this relationship. Maybe so far you guys, it hasn't come together. Maybe this is a theoretical relationship, so a paper relationship. Something like this, and their advice, your advice, if you're getting the advice to kind of slow it down, take it easy, it's kind of telling me that you're not getting advice to stop, You're getting, so this kind of tells me that there's going to be a period of time involved here, you guys, which is going to, I'm not sure on the timing here right now. We'll see if I get a hit on the timing, probably with the outcome here and the advice from Spirit. Um, but their advice is they need to take the movement towards you. They need to do something. And, with all of this major arcana, the Justice and the Chariot and the Wheel of Fortune, with the Chariot, it's almost like they feel caught up. Like they're not riding Destiny. Destiny's riding them. They might feel like they don't have control. That's what I think this is about. They feel like they don't have control. This is kind of telling you that these are actions like take control, take the steering wheel. You're not a leaf blowing in the wind. You're a human fucking being. You got a mind and a soul, a spirit, and a wealth of information and help around you. And yeah, because I think like you're super grounded, even with the Knight of Pentacles now. This is your advice. Is just really solid. The world, but your person, man, they're whirling around. They like you. They want to come towards you in more ways than one. Like the Chariot, they may feel drawn to you, and it's not just sexual. It's like you got what they want. You're the mirror. They're looking at you, and they're seeing that part of themselves they need to fulfill. So think about it, guys. They really like this King of Wands. Why? Because the King of Wands is confident. The King of Wands takes action. The King of Wands takes no shit. The King of Wands kind of doesn't give a fuck, especially the King. The Queen, she'll, a little bellower with the Divine Feminine energy. But this one here, and that's kind of what they don't have. Maybe they're kind of passive. Maybe they're kind of, they're in this energy maybe always of sort of like feeling like there's two ways of feeling like this is psychological, and you can test it in babies and puppies, but one is kind of passive and one's more aggressive, and the more aggressive one, you tend to have the feeling like, life is for living and it's a buffet and you go out and get what you want, and the other is you just feel like, you're at the whims of life and you have no control and you don't know what's going to happen to you. I think there's kind of a little more their mindset just from the get-go, the way they're built. And you're built, you may have worked to get this world here, you may not have just been born like this with a silver spoon in your mouth. You achieved something here. They're really drawn to that. They're drawn to your power, your confidence, your glow. Guys, let's see what Spirit has here for advice. 4 Swords. This is why this Knight of Pentacles coming in and saying it's kind of like be prepared. The Knight of Pentacles telling you, Capricorn, be prepared. Now we're talking about 4 months here, type time period, to, be patient. And with the Knight, you may have to take some action to help them, I'm not going to talk about the codependent acts. We're all codependent. I mean, you know where to draw the line. But this is the advice from Spirit. It's like the relationship needs some healing, needs some time here. Which is good, because so far there is a relationship. Let's going to see what the outcome is here. But I get the feeling, too, with an in-between the Knight and the 3 of Wands, it's like they're looking around and they know they need to take action. They know they need to do something, but they just can't do it. They're indecisive. They're kind of waiting for the world, for maybe the legal justice system to come up with something. And you probably naturally would be more like, let's just do it, let's take control. But you're kind of being asked, because here's part of it too, I think. Like, I was an adult child alcoholics for decades, okay? And it's really hard to learn, like, it's like, even if you know the answer, it really doesn't help someone to tell them. We got to figure this shit out on our own. And it's very frustrating. God, your children and your friends and loved ones, and you just could see it. Like, you could see they're going to step in a hole and break a leg. But it's like when you get to a certain level of spiritual wisdom, you kind of understand that to some degree, you gotta let that happen. You can't, like, control things. And And because like it doesn't do any good. I mean, you're not wrong, you're right. You could tell them the absolute truth. You could help them. But somehow the way souls work, the way our spirits work, the way we grow is that we got to learn it ourselves. And that's a little bit here. So I think it's going to be a little delicate how you interact with your person. Again, that codependency thing. Um, I got a feeling they're going to want you to just come in and fix it. They're going to want your Knight of Pentacles. They're going to see how you are. They're going to be like, you can handle this, Capricorn. You know, I can't here. I don't know what to do here. I'm having trouble getting traction. So we want to take a little bit of a balanced approach to that one. And the Six of Wands for the outcome. When I saw the Six of Wands, and what I was just saying, you're going to help them, and my thought was, good job, Capricorn, you know, and good job them, because, you know, they had the good sense to choose you. They had the good sense to recognize, they may not realize it, but they're recognizing their own strength and decisiveness and confidence in you. And they want that. So with the Six of Wands, it's a very good outcome. I got a feeling this Six of Wands comes, I mean, we could say 4 to 6 months. This will be resolved, the justice thing. But there's something they need to do regarding this situation, because this is for the relationship, but it's like, even though you're confident and strong and capable, you know, you probably really don't want to just sit there and watch them, get their ass kicked and whatever's going on, and in any kind of turmoil over this. But it's going to take this time to sort out. I think you're going to have to be supportive in some way. But in the end, this is congratulations. This is like, you guys get engaged, you decide to move in, you put on Facebook that you're in a relationship. People are like, hey, congratulations, congratulations. But wow, guys, Capricorn, I see a lot of energy here. I think you hit this person at just the right time. Their life was getting ready to change, like the door was opening, the portal was opening, the energy was shifting. They had to feel this, you know. I get the feeling they may have felt it more of like, oh my God, like the rug is pulled out from under me. But really what's happening for them is like you leveled up to the world. You guys don't come together by accident. Maybe they're ready to level up. That's probably the last thing on their mind. They'll be like, are you shitting me? Level up? I'm just trying to survive, they might say. But no, I can see it like this relationship may, for them, be a kind of leveling up, you know, for them. And make them stronger in the long run. And I think you will be particularly happy here with the Six of Wands. Really suits the King of Wands here. So a lot of passion, a lot of fun in the relationship, a lot of joy. I think it's going to be really just what you want. There's celebrations ahead. You're going to have reason to celebrate. It's got to be about this person's divorce or settlement or something that's tying them. But they need to take an action in the relationship. Maybe what they need to do is just kind of make it more clear to you that they're just interested in you. Kind of respond more to that king if they're not already doing that. I got a feeling they probably are. I mean, they're probably really grateful. It's like you came along, they were like in a lifeboat, and their boat had sunk, and they're floating in the ocean for weeks, and dying, not happy. Camper, here you come in your yacht, you happen to see them, and you scoop them up. And I think like they're gonna have that kind of gratitude. It's like, oh my God, you know, I'm so kind of grateful for you. I hope they say that. Maybe that's what they need to say, is how grateful they are. But no, I think they need to take some action. They kind of make a fist here, kind of. You know, it's like, just get a grip. Like, it's like you're not being blown around by the world. You're everything's orchestrated. Everything's for a reason. And maybe that's what you do. Get a grip on what's happening, why it's happening. back out, get a little bit of a big picture, and it needs some time. I think before you guys pull the trigger, you need some time to resolve this issue with them. I think it's all about their issue, Capricorn. Uh, but I see they're into you, and I see you guys are going to be happy together in the near future. Okay? So I hope you like that, guys. Appreciate it if you like. It's easy. It's good karma. Thanks for everyone subscribed. It helps a lot. Sorry for my voice. I'm just here today. I can't even get to the beach. I feel so bad. But this is for May. Let me know. Talk to me if you relate to this. My favorite spread, the heart spread. I like working with the most. Thank you, guys.